S.E. Hinton was saying that nothing can wear you out like caring about people. And that is terrible, isn't it? But have you been in a situation before when you simply decided that you don't want to care anymore? And it might have broken your heart because it's terrible, isn't it? Or have you been in a situation where you actually cared too much? You caring too much, and it was just tough, and you were like feeling exploited in a longer way as well. So now today, let me introduce by myself, because we are talking today about I don't want to care anymore. What is care all about? But who am I to say something about this one? Well, my name is Andreas Dorn. I'm running a company here in Malaysia called Asia Mind Dynamics. I'm a certified trainer of NLP and hypnosis. And so these are tools of the mind, and caring comes from the mind and comes from the heart. And that is what we are talking about today. But before we get started, let's do our normal routine again about letting play this beautiful entry video. So here I am again, once again, Andreas here from Asia Mind Dynamics, and we are talking today about the signs of caring and what happens if you don't want to care anymore, what happens to your mind, your soul, your emotional state. But hey, if you are listening to that video or listening to this Facebook Live here, please introduce yourself. Tell me who you are, where you are from. It would be lovely to get to know you a little bit better. And of course, you know the rhythm that if you are listening to the video, the recording, that session, while you are driving your car, stay safe, mute the volume. Don't just focus on my voice, but don't focus on the video, and stay alert and concentrate while you drive your car. And of course, hey, when you are sitting somewhere having your dinner or your lunch, or in whatever part of the world you are as well, of course, please lower the volume, put on your earphones, don't play the video loud, because other patrons in a restaurant might get disturbed. And if you're with friends, well, maybe I join you in, maybe I join you into that conversation, and you play me loud while your friends are watching the show, because it's going to be exciting tonight. I can promise you, as usual. Are we cool? Of course, you know. And hey, along that line, if you like what you're hearing, if you like what you're seeing, click likes. We all like likes, okay? It's caring for me. Please care for me a little bit. So I do know that, well, that you like me and I like you, of course, as well, along that line. And then, of course, give us some hearts. Click that button of giving me hearts. And of course, you can ask questions, any question you want, because the session is really about you and about your participation in this session, in this video. It is all about you. And I'm answering the question to the best of my abilities, of course, you know. And along as well, of course, feel free to tag a friend. Tag a friend in the comment box so they get alerted that this video is on, and you can find more information about me, Asia Mind Dynamics, in YouTube videos, in our websites overall, in our store where you can get free online training along that line. But hey, we are cool, aren't we? Yes? So we can get started very quickly, and yeah, it's a roaring applause. Isn't it wonderful to have such a great audience? And of course, this is too much text already here right now. I am back here, and I hope, hey, currently I feel uncared for because there's nobody else watching me right now. So I'm talking to a future audience here as well. And that is absolutely okay as well, because I can do whatever I want on this video then. All right. So first of all, we got to define, of course, hey, what is caring? Caring is giving your heart, putting your heart into relationship, into situations. So whom or what can we actually care for? See, the word caring comes from something very, very beautiful. It comes actually, and as I did the research, of course, I do know what I'm talking about. I want to look smart here. And it comes from the English word karu or jaru. I don't know how they are pronouncing this word. But if you're looking up that dictionary definition, you'll find words like worry, you'll find words like dedication, concern, attention, solicitude, and protection. So caring also refers to providing for, looking out for other people, or protecting someone protecting someone. And it's clear, of course, that caring also indicates that you have to care for yourself, for caring for your own life, for your health, for your relationships, for your own needs, and to attend to the need that you have at the most, of course, So whom or what can we care for? By caring, if somebody would be here, I would usually ask you right now, what is caring for you? What is the definition of caring for you overall? But hey, let's just move on, because we can also talk about what is a care all about. One is, for example, caring for yourself. Caring for your health, caring for your well-being, caring for your personal development, caring for yourself, for your clothing style, feeling good about yourself overall. Next one, of course, can be caring for other people. So caring for others could be your parents, could be your husband or wife, spouse, children, could be your friends, your colleagues, your relatives, could be anybody else that you might see even on the street. And I'm going to talk about this in just a while as well. You can also care for animals. Hey, why not? Caring for animals. Animals are beautiful creatures as well. Caring for a dog in misery, for a cat in misery, for a chicken, a cow, for whatever is alive. So animals also need caring for nowadays, especially since we humans encroach on their territory. So we don't just kill them off, but we are protecting them. We are caring for their well-being, because humans can't survive without these beautiful species called animals, of course. So we have to care for animals. We can care for things. Care for things like carrying a laptop. If you have a laptop and you have somebody, I'm biased in this sense, of course. I'm running an Apple MacBook Pro, and I'm caring for my MacBook. So of course, every now and then I'm wiping off the screen to make it cleaner as well, and make it more beautiful, of course, as well. So because the laptop is not cheap, and I want to care for it. You can care for a car by washing it, by taking care of it, by doing the regular oil renewal, by, well, simply taking care for things like that, okay? And caring can, of course, which I think is very, very important nowadays, we need to care for the planet. We need to care for the planet. Just this morning, I spoke to a woman in our apartment area, condominium area, traveling down with the elevator, and she says, like, it's really getting hot here. It's because the climate is really changing. So we need to take care of the planet, that we are not destroying so much. That as I think Jane Fonda was saying, we have no other planet in the boot of our car. So we need to take care that our planet is available for the people who are coming after us, for your children and the children's children. That is very important. Yay. Okay, I've got somebody. I don't know who you are, but I love you to be here. Yay. Let me know who you are. Maybe it's my darling wife, at least looking for. So what I want to check right now, because I'm a bit concerned that there's actually nobody else right now watching me, which is really, 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 really rare. So I do something what I don't usually do. Okay, it must be that I'm somewhere else, because somebody else just joined me here. Those are two people already. Must be more than natural. Maybe it's me by myself. Or a third person coming. Hey, you know my rhythm. I have no idea who you are. Please, please, please tell me who you are. Say hello so I won't restart. I promise you. one person left already. Please stay care from me, okay? Let me know who you are so I can talk to you personally and can invite you to comment and ask questions and let me know what is caring for you, if caring is important to you, because it's a beautiful session. It's really a great session that I do have here right now, and it took me some time to prepare for this session. I care for you guys, okay? I really care for you. Okay. So I just talked about the various possibilities that we do have when we care for different groups of people. Caring for things could even be, I mentioned things, I mentioned, for example, you're caring for your car. But hey, it could be also for ideologies. It could be for an idea that you're supporting. It would be, well, it just comes to my mind, a stamp collection, if that thing actually still exists. It could be a coin collection for somebody, or a button collection. Tomorrow I'm supporting somebody who's collecting buttons and pins to stick to the fridge, and she's collecting this kind of thing. So that's also important, all right? So these are caring for things overall, but what is really the most important along that line is always the individual. And that is important now, the individual attitude of the individual who is like putting himself or herself out, caring for people, caring for situations, caring for stuff going on around them. They're putting themselves out. And there's the attitude which is so incredibly important for them, to put themselves outside there, expose their own heart, their own soul to helping people getting better, to helping individuals getting better, to helping the planet get better, to helping animals getting better even, you know. So caring can relate to all this kind, but the most important part is always the attitude of the individual that can make a difference of caring or non-caring. So moving on, it's really about, well, some people really asked me one time, how do you identify if somebody is a caring person? And it's easy. It is easy. It just simply means you need to open your eyes. You still haven't introduced yourself yet. You know who's listening to this one as well. Open your eyes, looking around. It's a person who is talking to the person in need. It's a person who might donate. It's a person who is giving a special attention to guiding an older person across the street. It's a person, it's a car driver who stops at a zebra line to let people cross a zebra line and not zooming across, which I'm also guilty of every now and then. So it's really the important part. And it can be even sometimes it's just simply a hug out of the unexpected, to show your loved one, that you care for them, that you like them, that you love them, that you are still with them, that you are taking care of their needs, and that you are still together. Just a little beautiful hug to help the other person see that you are with them. A hug which is an innocent hug, a caring hug, a warm hug to take care and gives that feeling, spreading that feeling across of, yay, I care for you. It's a beautiful attitude. It's a beautiful gesture to just hug somebody, indicating to them, I care for you. And people always say, you know that, well, I have to switch this off for a moment. People always say that caring, the benefit, the outcome is better for the person receiving the caring. So, for example, a parent caring for the child. It's beneficial for the child, but maybe not so much for the parent. Some people earlier believed, or you're caring for your elderly parents. It's good for the parents, for sure. No doubt about this. But studies were earlier indicating why it can be stressful and wearing out that person who is caring a lot. And it makes sense, right? Because if you're caring a lot, you are spending time, energy, money maybe even, on a person you're caring for. And it seems that when you're caring, you're giving more than possibly receiving. However, and let me find this people's name right now, because it's always good. it's always good. Here's there are two psychologists who are doing a study by the name of Tristan Inagaki and Edward Ari Hack, University of Pittsburgh. And they have identified two main characters. Thank you for joining. Please introduce yourself, okay? Lovely to see you here. So I do know who you are, and I can give you a high five or an air five. So I do know that we are on the same wavelengths here along that line, okay? That's my photocopy machine just giving me a sound, okay? These two people, these two psychologists, they did an intensive study to identify if caring actually not only is beneficial for the receiver. Excuse me? Okay, happens of course as well. So I want to take a sip of my famous favorite blue bottle. I'm not sure if you meet me. Before the blue bottle, I'm always running around and drink water a lot. And if I'm not drinking enough water, I talk a lot. It gets on this road, so I care for myself for a moment right now. Today, without splashing onto me, because it's also a favorite hobby of mine to splash myself, and then sitting there, okay, what do I do with the red shirt now? How do I make clear of that one? So they identified two characteristics, or two things, basically speaking, that, hey, it is beneficial for a person caring if caring is a choice that you are deciding by yourself, consciously or unconsciously, to care for somebody, something, an animal, a cause, or a person, that this is beneficial for you. And of course as well, that the care is effective. And it has a good outcome for the other person, that you see an effective outcome on the person or on the situation you're caring for. Then it has benefits for the other person as well. So when providing care is a choice, and when support is perceived to be effective. So providing support can then lead to reduced stress, increasing your happiness. Hey, if you are seeing your outcome, if you see your care is effective and is perceived as effective by the other party who is receiving the care, then they're happy. Then it benefits a caregiver as well. So caring can be beneficial for both sides. And you see it often now when you're dedicating to infants, you're nurturing children to be growing stronger, you are getting wiser as an adult. If you have a child and you are nurturing the child to become a good adult, so to speak, then you will realize, hey, how positive it is to nurture somebody to a higher level. But hey, we gotta also think about that caring can be hard and tough and challenging. And it's like, that's the part I want to talk about in just a moment. So we often believe, that caring is good for the beneficiary, and I just mentioned as well that caring is good for the caregiver as well. But hey, Eleanor Roosevelt was actually saying, we are afraid, let me move this off for a moment, we are afraid to care too much for fear that the other person does not care at all. What a powerful statement that is, isn't it? So let's talk about when caring can be very, very hard on yourself as well, because it can be tough if you are caring for people. So what happens if you are caring too much? Well, clearly, of course, caring, if you're caring too much, it can get worse. You're putting yourself out there. If you are living peace and you're working for peace and you're fighting for peace, and peace in the world is important to you, and the world, you see war is happening here, war is happening there, and you may be becoming active in a peace movement, then automatically it can be worries overall. Is it really effective what you are doing? Of course, it's worrying about it, caring for somebody, like even your child. And it can be worrying as a father or a mother if your child turns out well. Hey, Joanne, good to see you. I'm happy that You are here. I'm happy that you are saying hello, so I can say hello to you. High five, yay, or F5 to you, Joanne. I'm happy that you are here. Thanks for linking in overall. That's what you should need to do. So when you show to me that you are caring for me as well, sitting here preparing for you and doing this Facebook Live. Okay, though, Joanne, thank you very much. Okay, sharing is caring. Yes, absolutely. I care for you people. And I care for NLP a lot, and I care for how people manage their mind. And that is why I do this Facebook Lives every Tuesday evening at 8 o'clock in this channel here, so people learn about NLP and how powerful it can be to run your mind and be able to consciously live your life and creating your life. Thank you so much, Joanne, for your comments. And I put you up because Joanne is awesome. I like what you are saying. Sharing is caring. That is an important statement. Because when you're sharing, you are, and then you're seeing it as effective, as I mentioned right now, and as if the other person also sees it effective and they like it, and you have a mutual beneficial outcome, then it's great for both sides overall. Thanks, Joanne, for stating that. And yes, I like it when you care and give your comments along that line, and give me hugs and give me likes and give me hearts and tag your friends, of course. But I just talked about as well, caring can be hard. If you're a father or a mother who are worrying for somebody, or your elderly parents maybe, you're caring for them, you love them dearly. Hey, Willie, good to see you here as well. Thank you for joining. F5. Yeah, when you're caring for your elderly parents, and it can be tough. For instance, for me, my mom in Germany is 94. I care for her, and I'm worrying for her as well because, hey, she's no longer that healthy as she was before. Wow, man, long time no see that here. Good to see you as well. Yay. Now you're all joining me. I love you guys, okay? So I'm caring for my mom, and I have a bit of an anxiety of it. That's why we want to do it on a holiday as often as we can. So caring can be hard. It can be worrying. And if you're caring a lot, and you are really happy about certain things, and you are really putting yourself out there, and you're mentioning that you're caring for people, some people might say, why you're caring so much? You're caring so much for somebody. Think about relationships gone haywire, or somebody is not caring for you, but you're caring for that person. It can be hard on your psyche. We got to realize that we have only a limited energy level in a day. We can't put ourselves out too much all the time. It's tiring, it's exhausting, and if there's no reciprocity, then it can be tiring overall to care for somebody, and it's easy to give up sometimes, you know. People sometimes say, you know, that you should treat people, and you might agree with me, Joanne. You should treat people like you want other people to treat you. But let me ask you a question. What is actually happening if you're caring a lot? You are putting yourself out, totally there. You're caring for the other person, and then you're running into a vacuum, and nothing is coming back. You are treating that person well. It is like running into a vacuum. Isn't it ever happening or possible that you are suddenly exhaust yourself too much, and the energy for caring is simply reduced more and more, and you just simply want to give up, as hard as it is, as heartbreaking as it can be, that you're saying it's enough, I don't want to care anymore because there is no reciprocity anymore. It is hard, it is damaging, it is possible. Do you agree with me, or have you ever realized a situation like that you believed it's easier to give up on caring because it's so hard, so tiring, so exhausting, than to continue caring for somebody or something, that you moved on to a different spot altogether? It is possible as well, and we need to really happen all that, you know. Yes, really, you are absolutely right. All the success is meaningless if you don't have anyone to share and care for. I agree with you. But if you share and care all the time, but there is no reciprocity, if there's nothing coming back, and you're running into an open vacuum, that can also be tiring, right, really? It is really hard. Or imagine, hey, we're talking about, let's say, for example, a business organization where you put in yourself a lot, but then you get nothing positive coming back. And it can also be tiring because it costs energy that you are putting out there, and it can be really tiring. So there's something I want to share with you, what is why it is sometimes important, and it might be hard for you what I'm saying next. It will be really hard for you what I'm saying next. Sometimes, before you care, you need to watch out. You need to listen out for what is really, really important overall. You need to get really hardcore clarity about your own values. What is important to you in a relationship, for example? What is important to you in the caring you're giving for a ideology, for a situation, for something or somebody? What is important to you about that one? What is it giving to you overall? Get extreme clarity about the value that you do have. So you can't get exploited by a situation because you are uncertain about your values, and they might exploit your goodwill because you cared too much and you can't give up. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? It's really important. Get clarity about your own values, what is important to you about the person or that situation. Because then you also realize that there's manipulation coming up from that situation or from that person, because they might realize you're caring a lot and they give you things to do, or they're exploiting your goodwill in a manner that suddenly you are the losing end. It's tiring and exhausting overall. You got to get clear about your own goals. What do you want to achieve with the caring overall? So what is important about what is the outcome you want to go for? The outcome you want to go for when you care for somebody or something. How would you know you achieve it? Also very important. And then, because sometimes you're running into a situation where you might care too much and somebody else doesn't give it back, or you're caring too much about an institution, or you care too much about a movement, you care too much about something. You got to learn how to control and change your inner self-talk. Because if people realize you're caring a lot, what will happen, what can happen is you get manipulated and you feel bad. You feel negatively charged, emotionally negatively charged, because suddenly something is happening and you're not getting accepted, your care is rejected, and you feel bad. So you got to watch out that in certain situations, control your self-talk, that you're not feeling bad about caring, that you are feeling okay being pushed back sometimes. It is also very important. You need ultimately accept yourself. That means basically you need to know by yourself what's good for you. You need to totally accept yourself, your own values, your own who you are as a person. When you get clarity about these 4 steps, get clear about your own values. What is important to you about the caring situation or that movement or that person? When you get clear about your goals, how would you know that this person also cares about you? What is the outcome you want to achieve? And you can control and change your self-talk to something positive, even if you get pushed back. And then you can accept yourself as you, who you are, as a person. Then, only then will you have the strength to know I can care for other people. Then you are no longer endangered to get manipulated overall. Because then you become you, of who you are as a person overall. You're no longer brainwashing yourself that you need to care about something or somebody. It's no longer brainwashing yourself, so to speak. You decide if you then can decide by yourself if you want to care or no longer care, if you want to continue, and it's beneficial not only for you or for other people, but it's beneficial also for your being overall as a human being, okay? And you have to live, of course, ultimately, if you give up caring for people, you got to live with the consequences. Because if something is terribly happening, you can't undo what you've done. It's always a life full of consequences. That you are living with the consequences of your choice, of your decision, of your way forward. But overall, when you get clarity about these 4 points, it puts you onto a stronger platform to be able to look at the world in a more neutral state, undo the dependency on situations, on people, and you can move on along that line to create who you want to create. And I think these 4 points are really, really, really important in order to understand what is caring for you as a person who's caring for other people, and maybe sometimes too much. Remember a situation when you were in love and that person didn't reciprocate your love to you, and you cared for them and you wanted to help them and you want to make them fall in love with you, maybe even, okay? And then it didn't work out and you have to let go. You don't need to care for them anymore. That's what I want to share with you tonight. So along that line, of course, I'm inviting you to come over to the NLP Master Academy in Facebook, of course, or in our website. Check out the NLP Master Academy. That basically means you're going to our website, or you are taking a look at this. It disappears right now. Sorry about that. Check out this web link here right now that you see there. Get your free. Oops, John, what happened? Oops. Get your free course from this link overall about attracting success into your personal and professional life. It's a website, it's an online membership I'm regularly updating, and it would be lovely to see you inside that membership site overall. I would like to thank you for being here tonight. If you liked that video, feel free, of course, to like it and share this video with your friends, so they have the benefit of also learning about this video, about caring overall, the importance of caring for you as a person who is caring, but also about the benefits of letting go of carrying somebody, about the benefits of caring for yourself, for the other person, and the benefits of letting go of caring every now and then as well, and knowing as who you are as a person. So I enjoyed this session. Many of you came in later, start from the beginning part. I totally, absolutely enjoyed it. I want to hear my applause one more time, because I believe. So thank you for the applause. Thank you for listening in to this great session. Next week, another Facebook Live. If you comment, share this video, like it some more, ask me questions if you have any idea about what kind of Facebook Live you would like me to talk about. It's always about the mind. My name is Andreas, Asia Mind Dynamics. NLP trainer, hypnosis trainer, timeline therapy trainer. If you're interested in our courses, please PM me, send me a personal message. Thank you very much, and you have a wonderful evening, guys. Bye-bye.